He's Dr. Chris. He's Dr. Xand. And yes, we're twins. Do you know how brilliant your body really is?
I'm getting better.
Well, we're gonna show you.
Oh, there you go.
In this series, we'll be pushing our bodies to their limits.
Hello?
By doing extraordinary experiments on each other.
You look really funny. You look funny.
To uncover what goes on inside.
Oh, that just came out of my ear.
And out.
Wow, that's amazing.
From the bizarre.
Can we get a sample of your snot?
To the incredible.
So now I'm seeing things.
It's time to find out what you're made of.
Chris? Chris? Chris?
Coming up today on Operation Ouch. I'm on an emergency mission.
There isn't any time to lose. We've got to get the blood where it's needed as quickly as possible.
This guy reveals an amazing body skill. And find out what happens when you puke. But first...
At Sheffield Children's Hospital, someone has turned up after a big accident.
Let's see them get fixed.
In the emergency department, 12-year-old Henry's come in with his dad. Someone looks fed up.
I can't walk. It really hurts on my bottom.
So we'd better get to the, bottom of this one. Henry and his best friend Barnaby were mountain biking on some very steep trails. Henry was in front and really flying, doing nose wheelies, pop wheelies, bunny hops and drop-offs. Suddenly he found himself going really, really fast. Too fast. He came to a jump and got some properly big air. As he was flying, he saw a gnarly tree looming up ahead. Oh no, Henry thought, I'm going to crash right into it. But he saved himself by bailing in mid-air. Henry pushed his bike one way and launched himself the other way. Then he landed, Superman style, right on his front. Ouch! He's got some of the best scrapes I've ever seen.
You're right. Just not got to panic.
Correct. There's no need. Here's Dr. Chris Young.
What's been going on?
I was mountain biking and jumped off my bike like a Superman pose,
Get him a cape, Dad.
which wasn't very clever.
Right, okay, interesting.
I bet Dr. Young's never treated a superhero. What's first then, Doc?
First concern would be his neck, which obviously he was moving around quite comfortably. He doesn't have any signs of any head injury there and correctly was wearing his helmet, thankfully.
Well said, Doc.
At one point in my spine, it hurts quite a lot now.
Yeah, so down is sort of in the middle, sort of down there. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Henry's now sent for an X-ray to check for possible bone damage. Dad spots something straight away.
It's a nice picture of your insides here, Henry. Did you have spaghetti bolognese for lunch?
Garlic bread, a side salad with balsamic drizzle. Yum. Look out, the doc's checking the X-rays.
This all looks nice and straight. The gaps in between look okay, and there's no obvious fracture there as well.
Ah, so that's what he was checking, not Henry's lunch.
At the moment, I'm not seeing anything that's concerning me.
So Dr. Young is happy so far. Although Henry's bones seem fine, there seems to be another problem.
That's sort of a bit strange.
It's strange, but it's not sore.
Actually, it is sore.
Okay, fine. I'm concerned about just how tender he is, so watch this space.
Could it turn out to be serious? Join us later and see what happens. And now to our lab.
Whoa!
Where we do incredible experiments.
Oh, looks disgusting.
To show you how your body works.
So watch this.
Just don't try anything you see here at home.
Vomit. What makes our bodies do it and why? Well, we're doctors and we can tell you.
Can I get it now?
Hang on.
Being sick's your body's mechanism
For getting rid of stuff it doesn't want, often because there's a bad bacteria or virus in your stomach.
So that's the simple answer to why we puke, although it's a bit more complicated.
Now can I get it?
Hang on. But what's vomit actually made of? And what goes on inside our bodies to prepare us for this massive event?
Now can I get it?
Oh, go on then. Let's see Chris's lunch.
This is my sick.
Oh, Chris, that's awful.
Don't worry, I'm not ill.
There is still food in there. That's because when you're sick from your stomach, it's not choosy. You bring up everything to try and get rid of that bad bacteria or virus.
So what your stomach ejects is all the food and drink you've taken in one go.
But there is another ingredient in vomit. Now, Xand, I want you to close your eyes and imagine you're in a really posh Italian restaurant. Now, don't you think my vomit smells a bit like cheese? And that's because when food is broken down in your stomach, it makes butyric acid.
The acid is produced by bacteria as it eats away at your food, and the same bacterial process occurs as cheese ages.
Which is why older cheeses like Parmesan smell a little bit like vomit.
Just as well Chris hadn't been eating Parmesan or his vomit would smell much worse.
Enough already. Now, I've got something even better than a tub of my own vomit.
Apart from it being really unpleasant when you're sick, there are real dangers of your vomit spreading a virus. And it can lead to an epidemic, just like the winter vomiting bug, norovirus. But how can vomit spread viruses?
This is Larry. He's a robot, but he's not just any old robot, he's a vomiting robot. Larry's been specially designed to show us how the virus can spread to other people when we vomit. So, I've given Larry a big drink, and he's gonna vomit into this container.
If he's ill, shouldn't he just stick to dry toast or something?
Xand, ready to puke in 3, 2, 1. That was really powerful.
It's amazing. That might look like a much more powerful puke than a human would do, but in fact there are things like norovirus that do make you projectile vomit. It's lucky we had such a big container. I think we've caught it all.
Well, we can check that, Xand, because I put a fluorescent dye in the liquid that I made Larry drink.
Do you think that's what made him sick?
No, I think turning the knob made him sick. He's a robot, Xand. So, I'm going to go and turn on the ultraviolet lights and we'll see if any of the splashes of vomit escaped. So there's loads in the container.
You can see it really well.
If you look outside the container, see how much there is here.
Yeah, there's loads. And then over here where I am, there's even more. These are big, big drops. Some of them are more than 2 meters away from Larry.
Look, Xand, it's even on you.
Oh, yeah. It's all over me. It's just amazing how much mess he's made.
Well, this is exactly why Larry was invented, to show just how far drops of vomit can spread. And remember, each one of these splashes has enough virus in it to make you seriously ill.
So remember, if you're being sick yourself or you're looking after someone who's sick, it's really important to wash the whole area really carefully and wash your hands with soap and water to stop spreading the virus on.
But it's not all bad news. Vomiting can sometimes be your way of getting rid of things that are harmful.
This never would have happened if we'd just given him dry toast.
The park. You can play on the swings.
Woo! Whoa!
You can go on the climbing frame.
Woo!
Or you could just roll around on the grass.
Woo!
Everyone loves the park.
Woo! Whoa!
But it's a place of danger. You could fall off a swing. You could leap off a climbing frame and sprain your ankle. Or you could accidentally roll in some dog poop. Nasty. And that's why I've decided to take it easy on this park bench, where nothing could possibly go wrong. Ah! I don't believe it, I've got a splinter!
Ooh, a minor injury.
So what should you do if you get a splinter in your hand? Do you A, train some ants to crawl over your hand and drag the splinter out? B, clean it with water and ask an adult to remove it? Or C, ignore it, but never use that hand again for the rest of your life? The answer is B.
Do you always keep a first aid kit with you, Sam?
Chris, of course I do. I'm a doctor.
So, to treat a splinter,
Wash the area. Get an adult to remove the splinter with a pair of tweezers. Then wash the area again. And then put a plaster on it. There you go, Chris, you're good to go.
Thanks, Arn, that's much better. Right, I'll race you to the climbing frame.
So, to treat a splinter, you should wash the area, get an adult to remove it with a pair of tweezers, wash it again, and put a plaster on it. We've got some incredible body tricks for you to try out. Want to fool your mates into thinking you have amazing magical powers and can levitate off the ground? Then take a look at this.
So for this trick, I'm going to show you how to fly just a little bit. Now what I need is your help. I'm going to be using real magic, but the louder you scream, the easier it is for me, okay? So I need a bit of encouragement. I'm going to go over here, I'm going to turn my back to you, and then you've got to start cheering when Chris says go. All right, Chris?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Come on, son! Come on, Sonny! Fly! Fly! That is really good, actually.
Oh, it's tiring doing all this flying. So who thinks they know how I did it?
Standed on your toes and lifted this foot up.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's about right. So what I'm doing is I'm standing on one foot, on the balls of the foot, and lifting up the other one. The most important bit of the trick is to position yourself so the person can't see your other foot. So you've actually got to be quite far away from people when you do the trick. Who wants to have a go?
So with this trick, you need to make sure you give yourself a bit of distance from you and your audience. With your back slightly turned to them, put your feet together and balance all your weight onto just one foot. From that angle to your amazed audience, it looks as if you're hovering above the ground. It's tricky, but worth the practice to impress your mates.
How does that look? Does it look like he's levitating?
No.
No? He's not using real magic, that's the problem.
Your body is brilliant. It can even repair itself if you get injured, as this next boy will show you.
If there's a bone to break, he'll break it. If there's a weed to graze, he'll graze it. If there's an ankle to sprain, he'll sprain it. He's the unluckiest kid.
Oh, another accident. He really is unlucky. If you cut your skin, lots of tiny blood vessels tear and bleed. But straight to the rescue are an army of platelets. They stick together like glue. This is called clotting, and it makes a plug to stop the bleeding. Then a protein called fibrin holds everything together with fibres, a bit like scaffolding. The clot dries out and goes hard, forming a scab to keep bacteria out like a bouncer. Sorry, mate, you're not on the list. New skin cells start to gather. Meanwhile, the heavyweights, infection-fighting white blood cells, constantly patrol the area fighting infection. Your new skin starts connecting to your nervous system, and it gets all itchy because your skin knows there's something there you need to get rid of. But don't pick it, wait for your scab to fall off. Oh dear.
He's the unluckiest kid.
Earlier, Henry had to take a trip to Accident and Emergency.
Let's see how he's getting on.
Back in Sheffield, Henry's had a bad fall and is in a lot of pain. Henry and his best friend Barnaby were mountain biking on some very steep trails. Henry did a huge jump and got some properly big air. But he found himself heading straight for a tree, so he bailed from his bike and landed Superman style on the ground. Ouch! Accident and Emergency Doctor Chris Young is now calling in a specialist surgeon to check Henry out. Meet Giampiero Soccorso. Dr. Giampiero is a specialist and he's checking out Henry's internal organs.
Ow, that hurts quite a lot.
We need to do a special investigation, a CT scan of his abdomen.
So this time it's not a simple X-ray. The doctors are worried about Henry's internal organs and need to take a closer look. A CT scanner is a special kind of X-ray machine. Several X-rays are sent at the same time from different angles. This allows more detailed images to be seen of Henry's sore tum. Dr. Giampiero is soon checking out the results.
As you can see here, this is the CT scan, and everything looks fine. Just a hematoma.
A hematoma is a bruise, and that's why Henry was in pain. Nothing serious.
Good results.
I can move now, whereas before I was sort of suspended. I want to get home and see my brothers and the dogs.
Okay, Henry, take care on your mountain bike. Bye. still to come. What's going on here?
This is what I'd normally do.
Grandad gets the finger of blame pointed at him, and I'm a blood night rider.
I mean, it's very important life-saving work, but it is good fun.
Did you know that when you're born, you don't have any kneecaps? They don't form until you're 3 years old. Wow, that's amazing! And so is this. An ordinary gym with ordinary people getting fit. This chap seems to be limbering himself up. Whoa, did you see that? This is no ordinary man, Xand. You can say that again. This is no ordinary... I didn't really mean it, Chris. Meet Vitaly, also known as the Twister, and he has an amazing body. Ooh, don't try any of these moves yourself or you could end up being stuck in this position, or with a sprain. I'm not sure how useful that is, but it's very impressive. So what makes Vitaly's amazing body able to do this? Surrounding our joints are ligaments, tendons, and muscles, all with a protein called collagen in them. And they keep our bones in place like tight rubber bands. His bands aren't tight. Definitely not, because Vitaly has weaker collagen in these tissues, which means his joints aren't held in place as securely as normal, so his bones pop in and out of their sockets easily. And allow his limbs an unusually large range of movement. And his favourite move is the shoulder dislocation, which he can do over and over again, as many times as he likes. He's the ultimate body popper. Now that's amazing. Your body can need mending in all sorts of ways, and we're going to meet some special teams that are trained to fix you.
Today's fix is all about blood.
Some people are missing proteins in their blood that make it clot, which can make them bleed for longer. If they get a knock, they can bruise easily and can bleed inside joints too, where it can be very painful.
Conditions like this, where the blood doesn't clot as easily, are called hemophilia, and with the right medication, they can be treated.
Meet brothers Ben, Zach and Jake. They all have hemophilia, which is managed by injections of medicine. They have to come to the hospital every 3 months for a checkup with a team that are experts in hemophilia.
Morning.
What can you tell me about hemophilia?
That if you injure yourself seriously, then it could lead to a big bleed.
And what happens if you get just a normal cut or a scratch?
I just go and clean it and then carry on playing.
And the medicine that you've injected keeps working in your body?
Yeah.
The injected medicine allows Jake's blood to clot properly and heal any cuts or bruises. This is Dr Granger, and he's giving the boys their checkup today.
Normal knobbly knees, no swelling on there.
So they look like the normal shins of a 10-year-old boy, don't they?
It's what I call healthy, active boy bruises.
Yeah.
If he wasn't on his regular treatment, we would see very large sort of tennis ball size bruises, which would often have sort of hard lumps in them, and it'd be a lot more black and blue.
Now this isn't Jake, and it might look a bit extreme, but even a small bruise can become a very big problem if the blood under the skin isn't stopped by medication. So the routine checkup is over, and it's back to school for the brothers. No pictures! Once you're 11, the clinic teaches you to inject the medicine yourself. Meet Mohammed.
Have you ever had a big cut?
Yeah.
I can see a very slight scar there on your forehead.
There is.
There.
I was playing outside with my cousins, and then I went and fell on these rocks, and then I smashed my head, and when I went inside, I was panicking because I never knew what to do.
So when Mohammed gets big cuts, he needs extra treatment. He needs more of his clotting factor, more of this special protein.
Mohammed is going to show me how he injects his medicine.
I mean, this is like you being your own doctor, nurse, and TV star all at once, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, doctor, carry on. So now you describe this like a plane coming into land.
Yeah.
And it does actually, these needles look a little bit like planes, don't they, with their wings?
Now I have to just take off the elastic, and now let me just flush all this in.
As the medicine goes into the vein, it mixes with the blood to help it clot, which means he'll get a scab if he cuts himself, which is what the doctors want.
So it's amazing watching Mohammed do this because I really want to help. Do you know what I mean, Mohammed? I really want to get involved and be like, no, because this is what I'd normally do. So it's lovely to have a patient just do it to themselves.
We do teach the boys to do their injections when they're 10 and 11, so that Mohammed can now go off and go on school holidays and have trips out without mum worrying whether or not he's going to have a bleed whilst he's out and about.
Yeah. For Jake, Zach, Ben and Mohammed, their blood doesn't clot as easily. But the treatment and training they get from the team here helps their bodies fix themselves. I mean, in the case of Mohammed, he's not just getting treatment, he's learning to treat himself. Is Mohammed going to put me out of a job?
When blood is needed urgently in an emergency, hospitals need a fast, reliable delivery service. Now, there are always speedy teams on standby, but tonight, you and I are joining one of their riders to make a blood drop in the dead of night.
Investigation Ouch. This is Peter Woodsford. He's a safety officer by day and is a volunteer in a motorbike blood delivery service by night. And this evening, he's letting me and you come along for the ride. Blood can be needed by hospitals at any time of the day and night. It's stored in blood banks all over the country, but in emergencies it often needs to be moved at short notice to wherever it's required. This team is on call all night, but in between calls it can just mean a bit of waiting around.
So what happens now, Pete?
We just wait for the phone to ring.
It's no bother to Pete's son, Shane.
So what do you think of your dad doing this motorcycle riding then?
It's good because he stops people like dying.
Pete's a volunteer and a hero.
Peter Woodsford.
Finally, a call comes through and Pete gets his instructions.
Let's go!
Time to swing into action.
So we're heading off. I've got my camera with me and you're coming too.
The blood needs to go from the blood bank at King's Hospital in London to Kent and Canterbury Hospital 60 miles away where it's needed as quickly as possible. So the volunteer drivers have set up a relay system with us doing the last leg. We're now driving to the meeting point where we'll pick up the blood. So far, so good.
I can see why Pete enjoys this. It's really good. I mean, it's very important life-saving work, but it is good fun.
We're joined by another rider as tonight there's going to be a rather large consignment.
Here we go, and the blood has arrived.
Part of this delivery is needed urgently for a patient who's become anemic. They need the blood to boost their red blood cells so they can take more oxygen around their body.
It's a lot of blood, but no one in hospital gets blood unless they really need it. So there isn't any time to lose. We've got to get the blood where it's needed as quickly as possible.
So stage 2 of the journey begins. We have to get to the hospital to help the patient as soon as possible. All through the night, up and down the country, other volunteer bikers like Pete are doing the same thing and helping people in desperate need. The finish line in our race is Kent and Canterbury Hospital, where we're handing over our precious cargo.
Right, we're ready to go. Zam, would you like to carry a box up?
It's been a hectic night, but we got the blood here on time. What a privilege it's been to take part in what is literally the lifeblood of the healthcare system. It's so satisfying to know that the patient who urgently needs this will soon be feeling a lot better.
Is this a good night for you, Pete?
Yeah, it's good. It's always good when you get a nice run in and you deliver some blood.
Pete's a legend, but he's having none of it.
It's not one person, it has to be a good team of people that work together. This is happening 365 days a year, 24-hour cover, every night.
What's amazing about this is I've given people blood as a doctor and I'd absolutely no idea of the journey it has to go on, the amount of people like Pete who give up their time and their own energy to do this thing which is so important in saving lives. It's a really amazing job.
In accident and emergency, the team are ready to fix our next patient.
Let's meet him.
In Sheffield, 7-year-old Bailey is in accident and emergency with his mum and granddad. But what's going on with that swollen finger?
I play football and our goalkeeper and my granddad keep rolling my finger bent back.
Granddad did what?
I can't even remember doing it.
OK, granddad's in denial.
Let's find out exactly what happened.
Grandad and Bailey were playing football in the garden.
Nice pants.
Zand! The big man played a good attack, but Bailey played a good defence, and after a game of 2 halves, it was a draw.
Oh dear, penalty time. Wow. Wild West style?
Well, I thought it would add a bit more tension. Grandad stepped into town, ready to fire the winning goal, but Bailey was ready to stop the ball from going past. This town was only big enough for one of them.
Nice voice, Chris.
Thanks, Xand. Grandad took the penalty. He kicked the ball.
Bailey jumped. He saved, but the ball bent his finger back. Ouch!
And Grandad...
Yes, what?
Grandad did a runner. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Ready to examine the damaged digit is Dr. Bimal Kalsi.
And what's been going on?
I was playing football with my granddad and he kicked ball and my finger bent back.
What happened after that?
You don't want to know.
Granddad did a runner.
Grandad did a runner.
OK, sweetie, we're going to do a couple of funny exercises. Can you squeeze my fingers for me nice and tight? Don't let me go.
Good grip.
I think it's very unlikely that he's broken it.
Grandad's relieved.
We'll do an X-ray just to check because there is swelling there. He may at the most have had a little chip.
So it's off to X-ray, where the medics will find out if there's any actual bone damage to Bailey's hand.
Are things looking up for Bailey?
OK, that's it, we're finished.
So the doc now checks out the results.
I wonder what Bailey and Grandad are up to. Surely they're not.
Are you playing football again? This is how it happened the last time.
So busted.
Bailey, that's your X-ray of your fingers, and I can see a very tiny chip.
Grandad can't believe it.
It's quite a simple break. We'll strap his fingers up to the next finger for support. He can wiggle his fingers gently and it'll heal very nicely on its own. Is that quite cool to look at? Yeah.
So it's not too bad, just a small chip. And Bailey gets some strapping on the finger to give it support and help it heal.
And what have the footballing fanatics learned from this?
I think next time I'm going to win goal and he can kick the ball at me.
Time for one final game before they go.
Isn't Grandad meant to be in goal?
Bye-bye. Mind your finger.
That's all from Operation Ouch.